Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. I'm sitting here with my team partner. We have a 3-day break after advancing to the next round. We had a pretty solid comeback. Overall, I guess I'll give a quick rundown of the day. You can add in whatever you want at the end. Yeah, I mean, it took us a little while to get going. The first period, we kind of went after a home run punch by looking for some jig and minnow fish. We were hoping maybe we'd find a school of smallmouth. I don't know what they were, walleye, salmonoid, something. There were a bunch of fish feeding on bait fish that we do not believe were bass. Gave up on that after 15 minutes or so. Ran around trying a few random kind of traditional largemouth weed line type stuff. Fished a few docks. Didn't have much success. Started the second period off on a marina. Started catching a few fish. Kind of kept pace with the competition. Also knew that that wasn't going to get us to where we needed to go because at the end of the first period we were about 9 pounds behind. I think by the end of the second period after fishing marinas we maybe moved up to like 7 pounds. And in the third period, we were able to kind of find a multi-pattern deal where I was still kind of able to fish the marinas that we were fishing, and Drew was able to utilize his strengths and scope some of the, I think they were rock pilings, maybe some random sticks. They were like tailing piles, maybe dredge piles from the marinas. But that really allowed us to kind of keep pace with the marina fish and allow Drew to double up by catching the fish offshore. And we went from being in last place and really pretty easily secured a place in the top two. I think
it wasn't a stressful place to be in the boat for the last hour of the day. It was pretty relaxed and fun. So
yeah, it was a good day. I mean, overall, kept it simple, drop shot, wacky rig. I think some of the other teams were fishing definitely more grass. They had maybe some groups of fish and some grass would be our assumption. But at this point, I don't know if it matters that much because I think we might be going somewhere else.
Yeah, that's the interesting part about these tournaments is like we know technically where we were, but we still don't know if we're even going to go back or if we'll be in a different zone for the knockout round. So happy to have made it through. Obviously, it's you're only guaranteed one day, so you got to go out there and catch them in advance and hitting the whole survive in advance thing the rest of the week. Hopefully we got one more round to get through before we get to the championship round. So the knockout round, there's 2 separate days of fishing, 2 groups of 3, and the loser goes out of those groups of 3. So basically 2 teams move on, 1 goes home out of both groups, and it goes from a group of 6 in the knockout round to a group of 4, 1 group of 4 for the championship round. And hoping to get out there. And I mean, even though, if we go back to the Bay, I will say this, if we go back to the Bay, I think that will be a really, even though technically 2 of 3 go and you just don't have to finish last out of the 3, I think that's going to be a really hard thing to accomplish with how much time the group of anglers as a whole has spent in that Bay now. I feel like you're going to have to go out there and land on them immediately, and you're going to have to catch them the entire day. You won't be able to waste any time. So at this point, my hope is honestly that we get out of that zone because that wouldn't make me extremely comfortable going back. It's not a big enough zone for people to be fishing on top of one another all the time. Like it's just, I don't think it would set up well after everyone's seen it for a day. It worked great for, a day where nobody had been on it. But now that everyone's had a day to fish it, I think it eliminates a lot of the dead water and puts people on top of each other, and that's not ideal.
Yeah, so if we do go back there for the next round, every one of the teams fishing knows exactly what they're going to do. Yeah. And then it's just a straight shootout. It's like who has fish that can last versus who's going to run out of fish.
Then it's like a tournament with a day of practice.
Yeah. I think personally I would much rather go to a new fishery, whether that's Lake Erie proper or a different lake, where everyone again is kind of just starting over, because I feel really good about our odds of being 2 of 3 teams that can figure it out, move on to the next round. So personally, that's what I'd like to see. But I have this gut feeling that says we're going to be in the Bay the entire tournament.
I hope that's not true. But I mean, the only thing is like it is hosted by Visit Erie. and I don't know if there's anything quite adjacent enough
Yeah.
to here other than the lake itself. And to be honest, the lake itself is something I don't know if it's a move they're gonna make. I mean, I wouldn't be against it at this point, but
It's so weather based.
It's something that's questionable for sure.
Yeah,
And
it'll be interesting to see if that happens right now. So day 3 is going on right now as we're filming this, so we don't know who we're going to be fishing against. I believe the other team fishing against us are the Brownie Boys. Spencer and Matt are fishing Thursday with us, so we would like to see both of us move on to the next round. But honestly, they've been. They definitely have a little attitude this week. They've been, every time you see them, they're trash talking, throwing stuff out there. We're getting to see a different side of them. So I would enjoy nothing more than making the championship with them, and then taking the trophy home and letting them take pictures with our trophy if they'd like.
That would be ideal, because Matt and Spencer have tried to pull the intimidation factor one too many times this week, and we're over it.
Yeah,
we're bigger than they are. We're probably, at least 2 times better than they are. And so basically, they have no reason to be running their mouths the way they have, and it's getting old. It's getting real.
I mean, the reality is Matt Becker grew up fishing all these lakes.
Yeah.
So, for them to be running their mouth and kind of didn't really do that well in the first round when you really look at it. I mean, they took second. They kind of slid in. And Matt told me of all the bodies of water in the area, that is the one that he knows the best.
Yeah.
So
they were coasting in on fumes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We have no pressure.
No, we don't.
They've got pressure, especially after talking such trash with us. I mean, it's to the point where I got Hank and Duke around, and it's like, guys, my boys are here. Let's keep it toned down a little bit. Let's keep it a little bit more professional versus you guys teaching them new words, and it's gotten dirty. It's really gotten dirty.
I mean, I didn't think it was possible to escalate to this level, and to be honest, my focus all day, the next couple days, is just de-escalation, making sure we both make it to the water for the first morning of our knockout round intact. No injuries. Nothing weighing heavy on our mind like threats or anything like that. Just making it there healthy and safe is going to be the biggest win in my book, having to share the house with Spencer and Matt right now.
Yeah, it could get ugly. They're actually team building right now is what they called it, I believe. They're fishing some lake outside of the zone, said they wanted to work on their teamwork abilities and develop skills together and do things Brownie Boys do together. But anyways, we need all of you guys to tune in Thursday. We've gotten great feedback on the channel from the viewers who said they absolutely love the format. They think Drew and I were very entertaining to watch, so they want to watch more of us. So hopefully we get to fish 2 more days, not just 1 more day. Anyways, guys, you can tune in to Major League Fishing Live to watch all the live stream coverage. Like I said, we fish on Thursday, but there's tournaments going on every day, pretty much a tournament day going on every day this week until Friday. That's championship day. Yeah. So tune in. If you enjoy it, let us know. Let MLF know. And thanks for watching. We're going to go out and try to take out the Brownie Boys.
Yeah.